going to take some
Hello,
doing.
this is Furry Murray 7. I'm going to show you how to get 100% sync in the mission Bridewell Prison on Sequence 8. I'm going to start from the point where you just finish with your Morris game, and you have to go and find the guy with the key, and you have to steal it from him. So what you have to do is you have to go up the stairs, and the guy is already marked. He's that little yellow circle. The trick is to steal this from him without getting detected. If you get detected, you'll desynchronize. So what you have to do is you have to wait until the guy stops next to a blend group. And then you have to blend with the group, make sure you're blended, and then you have to steal it from him. So just hold down the steal button until the icon is full. And if he gets away from you before you're able to fill it up, you're going to have to wait until he walks next to another blend spot. If you're not blended when you try to steal the item, then you'll desynchronize. So you need to make sure that you're blended in order for this to work. And just keep following him until he stops by a blend spot. And then you're going to use the blend spot. Make sure you stay blended. Make sure he's highlighted, and then go ahead and loot him.
Back in your cells!
Not sure if I could see legs in me to embark again so soon. Nah, I'll rest a while with my pipe and my old dog.
The ale at the Dragon is tending towards water these days. Not the same since old Fletcher passed. Say, what was the
This key is useless.
What are you looking at?
He won't come. His wife's gone into labour. Last I saw him, he was...
So, whatever went wrong with that little Irish mutt? I'd heard wedding bells might soon be seen.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
And then here's the part where you have to fight. Now, if that pop-up message comes up that says to limit prison guard deaths to 2, you don't really have to worry about that in this part of the mission. You won't actually kill any guards right here. You're just fighting against other inmates. And then after that, you'll have to steal the key from the guard. I'm going to skip over that little scene, and then there's another cutscene right here. I'm just going to skip over most of this cutscene because this is actually a pretty long mission, so I'm trying to skip out most of the unnecessary stuff as I can.
Take care not to raise the alarm.
But then after that, you need to get through this without being detected. So you need to make sure you're using your corner cover thing. You'll know you're doing it correctly when the little whistle icon appears. This is a good idea to do this because peeking out around corners enables you to see your enemies, but your enemies will not be able to see you. So it's a good idea to do that.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Now, in this part of the mission, you have to reach Hickey within 2 minutes, and you have to limit your prison guard deaths to 2. So you can kill 1 guard and still remain full sync. So, it is possible, actually, to get through this without killing any guards fairly quickly. Just make sure you're make sure you're watching the guards, make sure they don't see you. Also, if they might happen to see you, it is okay to reload to the last checkpoint, because when you reload to the last checkpoint, it will not interfere with your completing all the constraints in one playthrough.
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we'd finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Georgie. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have. But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
This video is part of TGN's Way movement, a career path in video. For more info, check out my channel, or go to tgn.tv.